Hi guys, this will be my first YouTube video ever. I've been wanting to do this since I was in like middle school, but I finally worked up the courage to sit here and record for you guys. This was my everyday makeup look. It's a lot of inexpensive drugstore makeups, and if not, it's makeup that I got in an Ipsy package, which as well is super inexpensive. I don't have a lot of time to do my makeup anymore, so I had to change up my routine. And if you're wondering how I got this look, camera lights matched, then stick along for the video. Okay, first I start with lotion, hydrating my skin before I apply any makeup. My skin gets very dry, winter, fall, summer, whatever it is. It's always dry. So I like to apply it to my target areas, which for me, it's my smile lines and also my eyelids and at the very top of my forehead. That is where my skin gets the most dry. And then I just like to kind of spread it out as I go then. But I just make sure that I get those areas first. Okay. And then after I put on my lotion to hydrate my skin, I like to put on primer. The one I use is No Pore Blem. This one's really good. I'm almost out of it as well, but I totally recommend this one. They used to sell it in the Sephora store. This might be my one like expensive item, but I think it's like $14 or something like that. Just kind of make sure I get a little bit, but it's very good. It doesn't clog up my pores or any of that, and it also hydrates at the same time, which I love. But now this one, I make sure I spread evenly, make sure I get the sides of my nose, and then I get my eyelids and my forehead. Okay, so now we are ready for foundation, and the one I use is the Fit Me one. This one is like $6, I think, at Walmart. I think at Walgreens it's a little more expensive, but this one I use the matte for the summer, and then I use the dewy one for the winter time. Also, another good thing about this is it comes in a lot of shades, surprisingly, for being drugstore, but I just go right ahead and I apply my foundation really weird, but I like let it touch and then I just drop. Oh, that was a little too much. We'll try to work with it. My shade is 118, so if you know me and you think your skin tone's pretty clear to mine, or I mean close to mine, then my shade's 118. And I am still one of those people that puts on their foundation with a brush. I know, I feel like everybody in this, not everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people put on their foundation with a beauty blender. I like the way the brush feels. I feel like I can just blend it, work better, and ultimately it's also like the artist in me that feels like I'm actually painting or something. But so I just like to go all around my eyelid, my nose, make sure I get around my mouth, and then I start just going circular motions. And then once I'm like pretty close to being done, I switch my hand from being like a tighter grip down here to the end of the brush, and this one's just gonna help me like not have so much pressure anymore and just help me blend it all out. Okay, now we're just gonna work our way up with any leftovers, and I do drag my foundation all the way to my hairline, down my neck a little bit. I don't like to go all the way down here. I feel like that just, it's unnecessary, plus this is really close to my skin tone, so it's pretty well just being here. Alright, so now we are all blended. And next I do my eyebrows. And I am going to have a mirror next to me because I need to make sure I am doing them correct. But the one I use is this one, the Salon Perfect. They used to sell it at Walmart. They discontinued it. I'm unsure if they sell it at any other drugstores. I'm almost out, as you can see, but this has lasted me so long. And it also came with this really cool brush that had like the little spoolie. And then this is an eyebrow I just did. This one we are going to do it. I start at the bottom and I work my way up to the top, and then I start doing the line to shape my brow. And if you can see now, it's starting to form a shape. And we just start filling the tail. There's a little residue. The tail of my brow. After I have the shape that I am looking for. And I only dip my brush once in my pomade. I don't like to keep dipping and reapplying more product, but then with the leftover product on the brush, I kind of go towards the center, a little bit up, and I'm doing this so slightly. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I'm not adding a lot of pressure. It's just going back and forth really, really gently. I'm just trying to get that right ombre tint effect. And then lastly, I grab the spoolie and I just try to blend it out a bit more. And that's it. We are done with the eyebrows. My next step I like to do is contour, but I'm not very big on the whole like 3 shape. I am not very big on the typical contour. Like I said, my makeup is really fast, really easy. Oh, this is the contour I'm using. I just grab my contour, grab my brush, and I kind of move my lips to one side. And if you can see that little line that appears, that's where I'm going to apply my contour. I just drag it down, if you can see it. And do the same to the other side. And I do a hard line at first. Make sure that they're pretty even. And then I work my way up a little bit, starting to curve that line. We'll start to curve this line. And then I do circular motions just to get that well blend. And any that's left, I work my way up to my forehead. Okay, for my blush, I just put a little bit and I smile and then work it towards that contour line. Smile and work towards the contour line, and then now this is where I blend both of them so it looks more natural, not as hard and heavy and 2 separate lines. It's just circular motions. Work my blush up a little bit. Okay. Blend. Take the same contour that I used earlier, and I just use eyeshadow brush. Actually, we're gonna use this one. And I close my eyelids and I just start at the outer corner and work my way towards the inner corner. I like to use the contour just because I used to do these really fun, colorful colors every day, and with my everyday activities, I just can't do that anymore. But I still love eyeshadow, and I just feel like this is something I can do. Maybe one of these days I'll record something with my old colorful. The last step to my makeup is mascara, and this one's the Tarte Man Eater. I used to use the Better Than Sex one. I really liked that Too Faced one, but this one I got in an Ipsy package, and it has been my favorite since. It is so good, like the formula and everything. So I'm just going to apply that. I like to look all the way up, and I start at the root of my eyelashes. I also don't curl my eyelashes. I don't think it's necessary for me, and the one time I did do it many years ago, so the one time I did do it, it made my eyelashes feel shorter and harder to work with, and they didn't feel as wispy as I would like them to. I felt like the eyelash curler just kind of made it crinkle, and I didn't like it. But I just worked my way towards the outside and the middle. I really like to almost like blink as I'm doing it. Okay. And then the last step to mascara, if you can tell the difference, is definitely looking down and grabbing your mascara brush and running it the opposite way. That will give your eyelashes the volume they are missing. Trust me, it'll just make them a million times better and so good. Okay, and finally, to complete my look, it's never a Jalissa everyday makeup without good old chapstick. I love this chapstick. This chapstick is the best chapstick. It's so hydrating, and I always have it in my car, in my purse, and in my room. And that, my folks, is my everyday makeup. Ta-da! If you guys liked this video, thank you for watching it. Please like, comment, subscribe. It was my first video. I will improve, but thank you for sticking along. Yeah, thanks. Peace out.